Missy Jen. Beautifully sunny outside today.
It's gorgeous blue
Gorgeous
skies.
day. So we're going to do a little travel downtown this morning and then head out. I'm going to be on the beach all afternoon today. You believe that? Enjoying that. I think Jen will be whirling up the metal detector again.
Yeah, I've got the probe now.
I hope they reduced the crazy girl content on the beach compared to yesterday afternoon, I'll tell you. I was talking about on my morning chooch how aggressive chicks are. They just come right out and ask you,
Has it broke yet? Can I touch
Can I feel your breast? Wow, are you a tranny? Are you a she-male? Like unbelievable. Oh well, let's get that stuff builds up in appetite. Anyway, good morning, guys.
I'm already hungry now. Good morning.
She's hungry.
Good morning.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit today. Have a bagel. Missy Jen's got her usual complement of breakfast and some goodies for later. You've taken to feeding the pigeons now, huh? They went crazy out there yesterday afternoon. Almost as crazy as those girls on the beach, huh?
For the seagulls.
That's for the seagulls. There you go.
Gotta think about those babies too. They're hungry.
All right, there we go. Dig in. Everything's just a blur on the way to the financial pages for me. Let's see, Bank of America's Bank's quarterly profit increased for the first time in 3 quarters. There we go. Well over 16 bucks a share now, Missy Jen. Start buying that dog at 6 bucks a share.
$6 for the dog?
When the stock's in the past been a bad performer, they call it a dog. It's been a dog.
Ah.
I said I was buying that dog at $6 and $7 a share, and now it's 16.
So you made a shitload of money, eh?
All right.
That means
Let's keep eating.
that means we're not just rich, we're like filthy rich now. Oh my goodness for myself.
I think there was a movie called Filthy Rich.
Holy.
All right, let's eat.
We'll have to start planning our next vacation.
Off to Hawaii.
There you go.
Hawaii in late winter, right? Nothing like it. Glad to have you guys along this morning. It is a Chamber of Commerce morning here. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It's going to be excellent beach weather this afternoon for just chilling out. So very glad to have you guys along. So Missy Jen, you've not been to Old Town before?
Nope.
To see what original San Diego is like. So yeah, we're trying to get a few things in the morning. So I know Jen is looking forward to using her probe on the beach, her pinpointer for metal detecting now that she's got that functioning with the new battery. So, all right, we're doing that. Maybe you'll get your first dig today. Something.
Yeah, a gold nugget or a gold ring maybe.
Yeah, now we've seen a lot of metal detectors around. So.
Oh, there's one that's there every day, and then yesterday was another one. With the 80 Pro, but he said that he doesn't have any luck out here on this.
Yeah, you'd have probably better luck with doing tree wells along the side of the road that haven't been detected before. But San Diego's a rather new town in a lot of areas, so your chances of finding silver here are very slim in San Diego, unless it's in downtown and Old Town, but a lot of that stuff has been paved over, and so it's a very difficult proposition. This is a relatively new town when you compare it to places like up in Sonoma County in Northern California, and places like that had a lot more development. We know, honey. All right, guys. So we are on our way to take I-5 south and get on the road. Well, let's hope the United States Navy has better GPS than we have here, because we just got totally dicked on this. Jen, just turn it off, please.
I'm trying.
Just turn off your whole phone then, okay?
GPS signal lost.
Anyway, guys.
If you want to get a headache.
Boy, if I don't blow me top today anyway, this GPS is loony. We're trying to get to Old Town, so we're going to end up going up to Cabrillo Monument, I guess. So you might as well punch that in, Jen. Point Lomas, Lomas, and we'll start there. At least we get the beautiful overview over Coronado Island in San Diego. Stuff happens, right?
Happened yesterday too. My phone went totally nuts.
I mean, it's not like we're in the middle of the desert or something,
The
so...
GPS is totally...
Anyway, we're enjoying the ride today.
No, there was a sign that said Cabrillo 0.7 miles straight.
So that's what we're doing. Alright, guys, sometimes you just gotta roll with it. As we're climbing up here to this, it's a pretty high overlook point for San Diego. In the harbor entry, you can see the naval vessels coming in and out. There's some really beautiful homes up here, and you have a lot of military people that live here, a lot of retired Navy. There's supposed to be more retired admirals per square mile on Coronado Island than anywhere else in the world. So it's kind of an interesting tidbit in case they ever put you on jeopardy. But we'll keep making our way up here. But, man, you think that this GPS would be better around here? Really kind of sucks, you know. So. Well, no sense really squawking about it. Start to get all the naval complexes, 3rd Fleet headquarters over here, 3rd Pacific Fleet.
GPS signal lost.
That's all right, honey. It's always lost. We gave up on you 5 miles ago. So, Navy Federal Credit Union.
I've lost faith.
What's that say? Naval...
Base Point Loma.
Naval Base Point Loma.
Home of the U.S. 3rd
Fleet. A lot of military installations out here. Anyway, Jen, it works out pretty good. We get the view. We can always kind of suss out Old Town on the way out of here.
Yep. Old Town is...
Sometimes you got to make lemonade out of lemons, guys.
Old Town is kind of on the way. It just kind of got lost.
So we're coming into a generally restricted area. Welcome aboard Naval Base Point Lomas. So you're actually in a United States Naval facility here. You have all the antennae and other thing for listening out submarines and all that stuff out at sea. Whatever submarines are attached to the 3rd Fleet.
I bet they've been finding Red October out here.
It's pretty barren. It's beautiful. Maybe you see off to right one of the submarine places over there. See some of the big radar array ahead on the hills there. It's all naval housing here. city. Hope you're enjoying the ride in. There's a lot of Navy personnel in there. Don't pull that on me, babe. Gradually making our way higher. Probably we'll end up about 300 feet above the bay here with this really spectacular view down to Coronado. Definitely worth the drive. Oh, we got a runner. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got another runner. Just about there. Point Lomas, one of the, well, Jen, I consider it the most beautiful overview point in San Diego. You got the cemetery, Rosecrans National Cemetery on the right. Naval Cemetery, huge place. All the dead from World War II, the Pacific Theater, and Vietnam, Korea, both sides here. And it's a good time to pause and say thank you for any of you veterans for your service to our country, and for those of you who are attached to anyone that lost their lives in the service of our country. God bless you and yours. You'll never know how much that means to Jen and I. All right, I can see the point up here. Don't want to whiz along here speeding too much and get a ticket. So, Battery, Ashburn. They have all the naval guns set in the hills over there. I guess that's remnants of World War II. You can see the lighthouse up on the hill. And entering U.S. fee area. So, Jen, get your money in. Probably $5 or something. $10. Well, I'll grab that.
It is there. Yeah.
I got it. Hold on to your money. Buy me something this afternoon. That's good. I got it. I got it first.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Rosie.
All right, here we go. Good morning.
How's it going?
Good. How are you today?
Well, sir, thank you. So remember, your receipt will be good for the week, so you can come back and use that for the next 6 days as well. You got until the end of next month.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you now. Take care.
All right. Oh.
Oh, shit.
All right, got your tide pool, the lighthouse here. All right. So happy to have you guys along today, right, Missy Jen?
Here we go, Cabrillo.
It's like you're right with us here.
Cabrillo.
This Juan Cabrillo stood here and laid the first Spanish claim to California. I guess what was then Mexico. Alright, so we're going to get some kind of views today, and this is one of my favorite places to come. So we're not being cheated here, that's for sure. So, alright, I'm going to find some parking. We'll be giving you guys some of the great views. So that's what we need, like a little rhino, something like that for the rancho.
Yeah, a little gem.
Think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gem, I think that's probably a Chinese made.
I don't care.
Okay.
Little
I didn't say
Chinese.
anything about it, I just said it's probably Chinese. You can see the lighthouse up there on the hill. We come out here, we're going out to Cabrillo Monument. Get some really spectacular views out here.
We could get another 41 for the toots around Santa Rosa.
Look at that view. Hmm?
Ooh, check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
It ain't better than that.
Check it out, eh?
That's Coronado Island you're looking at, and way down the beach you may or may not be able to see the Del Coronado Hotel with the red roof down there. But that's all United States Navy and Air Force. Actually, it's all Naval Air Station down there. If we're lucky, we might have a ship come in while we're here. Last time we had one come through. Beautiful day. This is what I paid for in San Diego.
Because we have to show your class where you've been.
But Mom, I need my camera. Mom, can you hold it?
It's in my backpack.
Old Town is way over in that area down there. Yep. See the Del Coronado. You see the group of condos to the left is the Del Coronado. It's where they filmed the movie Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, and Tony Curtis.
What's wrong? Okay, again. Oh, you want to show your penny? Okay, say cheese. Good job. All right.
Get a picture with Emma? Emma, take a picture.
It is a pretty state. It really is.
Okay, Emma.
So you're here for the week?
You ready?
Yes,
Look at
we are.
Anna, look
We're
at
as well. Yeah. We're at the Lawrence Well.
This is a down view of the San Diego area. Here's where we're right out here on this point looking over, and you can see the Naval Airfield here. Coronado Valley is where all the admirals live. The Del Coronado Hotel, all the condos I was showing you. The bridge coming over to Coronado. Very nice, huh? Where we landed coming in. School kids enjoying their day. Probably to get out here, Jen, you have to go around the side around there. I don't think there's a ramp here. Is there a ramp here? Okay, yeah, you have to go around that way. like they got a little mini weather station there. So Jen's gonna buzz around the sidewalk here. You may be tempted to think that you have to push Jan everywhere and stuff like that. Actually, you want her to be as independent as possible, and don't baby Jen. So she can, she has a lot of mobility in that chair. So don't think I'm having tough love or anything. It's very good exercise for her to keep her agility and mobility. So, and her very critical independence. So. If that thing's actually registering. Oh, that's just the little solar panel. $15.42. Here comes tough guy.
They beat me up. There was a whole bunch of school kids and they just beat me up.
I thought you stopped to drop a deuce or something back there.
No, there was like 20 kids and they just beat me up.
Thought you stopped to drop a deuce
What
up here.
happened to the ship?
Yeah, they took, there used to be a ship model that sat out here that they removed. Like a 1/100 scale ship model or something.
Yeah, I'm not coming back anymore. Definitely wasn't.
Yeah, Jen, I think it sat right over here in this area. Now your whole program's cocked over
That's the only
today.
reason I came out here, to see that ship.
I knew there'd be hell to pay today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get your views so we can go up to the lighthouse. She said we could drive up there, huh? Reminds me of me on these field trips. These kids are having lunch here now, and the teacher did a sound off. I guess every kid has a number or something like that. So they got to like number 15. You didn't hear anything. And she's yelling, 15, 15. You don't hear any kid responding. Like, oh my God, what happened to Chucky? You know, where's the fucking Chucky sitting right on the wall over there. But I'll be damned if he's going to reply to the count off. She runs over to him, Chucky, next time you better count off. Just reminded me so much of me and the bad boy in elementary school and stuff like that. So as long as you're not F-bombing the teacher, it's all good, right?
Yep, I guess so. I never went to school, so I really don't know about all that kind of adventure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fucking lady's wearing a fur coat like it's gonna be a snowstorm coming up. Oh well, guys.
Well, it's only.
It's all Dickard.
It's only 81 degrees.
It's only
out.
about 80, 85. You know. It's cool. It's
well,
cool.
if I had a jacket, I'd offer her my jacket too.
You got some gloves you can spare?
But I ain't got nothing. I'm almost naked, so.
All right.
Sucks.
Well, Cabrillo National Monument Moonwalk. October 17, 6 to 8:30, $25 a car. You don't think it's the Michael Jackson, huh? You think? Nice, let Jen get a little foot exercise here today. The lady was nice enough to direct us to come up here. There's 3 disabled spots, so took advantage of them a little bit today. We'll go inside and check out the lighthouse and get some different views. Best real estate in the city, huh? We're up a couple 100 feet higher, I think. This must be a Fresnel lens. The inventor of the Fresnel lens. This is actually where they would catch the water in here, rainwater. For drinking water in here. Head up the steps. It's one bedroom here. Yep, it's a bedroom. I think that's as high as we go here. Yeah, it looks like they got a lock on that, so. All right, let's head back down. It's pretty cool. Got their own garden up here. It does smell like lemon verbena. All right, guys, let's go find the Missy. Hope you enjoyed our little scenic overview of Point Lomas. Certainly my favorite place for getting the real feel of the whole scope of San Diego, and certainly Missy Jen, one of the best viewing points in the city, besides maybe Mount Soledad. I think this is probably higher than that, so but it was Yeah, I couldn't go up to the very top of the lighthouse because it's a lawyer's dream, right? It's like 10 steps
Yeah,
straight up a
break your
ladder.
leg or two.
Well, I'm just saying, you can imagine the lawyers sitting there waiting to hand out cards when somebody falls off the ladder and busts their ass down below.
Yeah, we got to see the
October.
Coast Guard was going in, and we got to see the chopper flying back and forth in their training runs.
Yeah, we didn't have a big Navy vessel came in today.
And the 2 Navy vessels are parked. 2 of them are parked in there.
Still a great trip. Well, it's time to go back to the hotel and one thing a day for us, and then chill out time at the beach. So tomorrow we'll probably be trying to do the Old Town. We'll get the map. I'll be a little better prepared tomorrow.
Here's the GPS.
Yeah, the GPS just goes bat crazy here, so there's nothing we can really do about it. Okay, we're going to leave this naval point here and back. Thanks for being along this morning, everyone.